Hello, my name is Colonel Kaap. I'm a political analyst with Kruger Consolidated, and I'm here today to talk to you about your political options in the upcoming American election, which is the election cycle of 2015 and 2016 in America. And there's two broad parties in America. You've got your Republicans and your Democrats, and usually I say go for the Republicans, right? Because they're usually the right one. But this year it's a bit more complicated, so we're going to have a look at some of the candidates who are going to be running for the party nominations. So first up, we've got let me get my thing here on the computer device. Let me just look it up. I'm a bit... Yeah, right. For Democratic Party, you've got... you've got a woman, right? Hillary Clinton. She's the wife. Her husband was Bill Clinton. And I don't really like Bill Clinton. I think he's a bit of a... I think he's no good. He's no good. He's a bit of a crook. Right? And then you've got this... Rocky, I don't know who that is. And then you've got Bernie Sanders, but he hangs around with, he's a bit of a communist. So that's very bad. I don't like communists. I spent most of my younger days killing them. Who else we got? What? And that's the Democrats, right? And then you've got the Republican Party nominations, or candidates rather. And you've got Jeb Bush, right? Jeb Bush, he's the brother of President George Bush, former president. He was quite good. He was before the current one, who I don't like. So he's a good one. He's nice. And then you've got you've got this fellow here, right? Dr. Ben Carson. Yes, he's not a doctor, right? He's not a doctor of anything. I don't know what medicine he practices. Right, probably get that in a township somewhere. Right? But then you've got Governor Christie. Christie's a girl's name, so I don't trust that. Then you've got Ted Cruz from Texas. Bit don't like the look of him. You've got another woman, Carly something. Don't like her. She looks like a melted Halloween witch. That's why I don't like her much. Then you've got Jim Gilmore from Virginia, right? He's probably alright. He looks alright. Governor John Cash. I can't. No, I don't. No. Rubio. Another one. Rubio. It's a stupid name. Senator Rick Santorum. Yeah. And finally, you've got the person who I think you should vote for, which is Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump is a very rich man. He's very wealthy. He knows a lot about business. He's really good, with all these high-power deals and all this sort of thing. He knows a lot about the international world because he owns property all over the world. And I like his hair. I really like it. I think he's got a fine head of hair. And I always say that is a mark of a good political man, like a statesman. Like he's got really good, strong-rooted, vibrant hair. And that's vibrant. And that's good. He's got a winning smile. And he says a lot. He speaks a lot of sense. He really does. I'm going to tell you now about that. I'm going to tell you about his policies that he is going to introduce when he wins the election. I can't find it now. Here we are. Positions of Donald Trump for president. He's going to make America great again, which they haven't really done since, for a long time now, since, before Eisenhower. But you've got you've got Trump's positions. Yeah, we've got US-China trade reform. Most important component of our China policy is leadership and strength at the negotiating table. We have been too afraid to protect and advance American interest and to challenge China to live up to its obligations. You see, he's talking a lot of sense here, because the Americans, right, at the moment, they're a bunch of pussies, right? They don't stand up to anything. They don't do any good. They've got to tell the Chinese where to go, because China is very powerful. They're taking over Namibia, right? Southwest Africa. They're taking over most of Africa, right? They're building railways, they're building ports, oil refineries, all up and down. Walvis Bay full of Chinese now, right? It's like my grandfather. You know, what did he fight for? Against the Germans to take Southwest Africa. What was the point? You're just going to give it to the Chinese. So Trump's other thing here is Veterans Administration reforms. I don't know what that is. Second Amendment rights. He really likes firearms, right? He really likes guns, and he likes the Second Amendment, which is very important in America, because it's about them having the firearms. And let me tell you, it's a great thing. We in South Africa we have a similar tradition of firearms, and it's good to keep that. Because that's how you keep out, communists. And how you can, if your girlfriend, right, she's getting a bit mouthy, you can shoot her through the bathroom door. Now, we've got tax reform. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Now, immigration's an interesting one, because Donald Trump, he wants to build a giant wall. Right? And that's fantastic. Because a really good way of keeping people out is to build a giant wall. Because you can't, it's like in China, with the Mongols couldn't get into China because there was a big wall of China. And Donald Trump is going to make a big wall, and that's going to keep out all the Mexicans. But the real kicker is he's going to make the Mexicans pay for it. I love that, man. I love it. Because they're all sort of cartel drug pushers and whatnot, and they come along and they shoot up Texas with their submachine guns, and they're all communists as well. So he's going to make Mexico build a giant wall. He's going to build a giant wall and make Mexico pay for it. Yeah, I really like that. I really like it. He also said recently he was going to kick out all of the the Muslims and whatnot. Now, the last time they tried this sort of thing, it was a while ago, but it worked very well. They put a lot of enemies of the state into special places. They were Japanese, and it really worked. I mean, they won the war in the Pacific, the Americans, because they were able to get rid of all of the... Yeah. Between like 110 and 120, 1,000 people of Japanese ancestry were put in the camps. But they're not like a concentration camp, which is like a British way to kill off the Boer. No, these are camps to hold people, right? They're not deliberately designed to kill them, which is a difference. So if you find these people like the Japanese in World War II or the Muslims today, you can put them in the camps, and there you go. Your problems are solved. What else to talk about this? So Trump's pretty good. But he's going to get the Republican nomination, right? And I think the Democrats are going to vote for either the communist Bernie Sanders or the female communist, a woman. If she were my woman, I would cut her head off like a snake, because she's in politics. But she stayed Hillary Clinton there, Secretary of State. Why would you do that? Why would you let her do that? Look at, she's got eyes like a reptilian, huh? Like an asp, like a cobra. I don't trust her. I'm not saying you should do that. I would never propose violence, not against a woman, even a communist one, because those days are behind me. But yeah. Yeah, so that's my political review for Kruger. I'll see you next time on my political analytics show. I have been Colonel van der Kaap. Good night and God bless. Bye.